Hello, traders, and welcome to TradingWithBill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Pattaya, Thailand, and we got sunshine. So I don't know. It's 5:30 this morning. I got up and looked at my phone. Yeah, hold on that note. It says today in Thailand it's going to be 96 degrees. Woo-wee! We're going to be cooking today. 96 degrees. Can you believe it? That is hot. I'm resting my air conditioning now, getting it ready. Giving it some vitamins or something. I think it's going to be cranking all day today. I guarantee you that. Yeah, William doesn't sweat at my age. Those days are over, man. Hey, no rant. So, big news today. I have not seen today's paper yet because I haven't gone downstairs and picked my paper up yet. But anyhow, the big news is that China and the U.S. have basically are stopping the trade wars. So they've come to an agreement. They basically called it a ceasefire, was one of the headlines. Who comes up with these headlines, They must pay them a lot of money to come up with these stupid, dumbass headlines. Yeah, so they made up and the markets have just taken off. It's just unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. And I guess I haven't seen anything to the contrary, but I don't think Putin and Trump have spoken. Putin is now friends with the Saudi crown prince, who murdered the journalist. His people murdered the journalist. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. But as of what I've read so far, and that hasn't been much, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that was my ninja trader telling me that, thank you, bye-bye. See you. Oh, what a day today. Okay, what's going on news-wise? New Zealand had a bunch of stuff, but really, as far as anything, nothing. Asia's been sideways for them. Building approvals coming out of the Aussie in about 27 minutes. Currently 7:04 a.m. In Thailand. That would be 19:04 on Wall Street on a Sunday night. I've got to tell you, I am watching a great basketball game. Utah Jazz, Miami Heat. Jazz was up like 28-3. Miami's come all the way back. It's tied at 35. Nice. Just a good game. I don't care who wins, but a good game. Aussie, company gross operating profits. That would be a nice one. China's got Gaxon Manufacturing PMI today. All these indexes, who cares about that? Spanish Manufacturing PMI out of Spain. German Manufacturing PMI. Oh, it's PMI day, huh? Pound Manufacturing PMI. Eurogroup meetings. So, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like Brexit's looking good. I guess they're going to do it. May says, this is it. This is what we're going to do. And I guess everybody's happy. It's the way I read it. Try to read in between the lines of journalists. That's a job in itself. Got an FOMC person speaking like, who really cares? Manufacturing PMI out of the States. ISM Manufacturing Employment. ISM Manufacturing PMI November. What else we got? Another FOMC guy speaking. Like I said, who cares? Who cares? Anyways, I got to tell you, I had a good weekend. Lazy. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I did work yesterday. Saturday was pretty much a lazy day. However, I did go out in the afternoon and had a couple of cold ones. And so Saturday was an interesting afternoon, evening. And yesterday was lazy. I worked. I actually put about 3 hours in yesterday. As you know, I write for somebody else, and I wrote an article yesterday, and it took me some time. So it's Monday, and here we are, ready to go. New month. Man, end of the year coming, huh? 3 weeks, it'll be Christmas, folks. It's time for Christmas. So that's what's going on, yeah. Let's take a look at what happened in New York. All right, so crude. Now, sideways, really. Just it's up a little bit. It's at 52.36. It's up a little bit. It was at it's up over $1. It was at 51.24 at the close on. Nope, that's incorrect. That is incorrect. It was at 50.56. Now it's at 52.36. So it's gone. It's jumped up, and we have a gap. You can see that $2 all on this news. Dollar index at 97.19. Nothing to write home about, but it's still in the 97s, which is nice. Starbucks is killing me. Oh, please come down, Starbucks. I'm in a iron condor option on Starbucks. I need this thing. I need to make some decisions here. I need this thing down at 95, 94, 65 or 64. Man, it's not helping me at all. Anyhow, the VIX is at 18. Yeah, it's going to dump. We're going to see the VIX start to come down now. This is not unusual going into a holiday season, stuff like that. Yeah, we're going to see the VIX take it easy, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised by the time the 15th of December comes around. This isn't at 13, 14. Wouldn't surprise me at all. The big money, like first week, second week, they're gone, man. They're at the ski resorts. The last thing they're thinking about is trading. Once they get their bonus checks, that's it. Look at the S&P, right? Woohoo! Yes, 2803. 2803 on the ESs. Just skyrocketing. This was that news that Xi and Trump made a deal. That is big news, by the way. That is absolutely huge. Huge. That's going to make people money in both countries, and it's just gonna help. There's no losing situation. It's just a win-win all the way around. And I think this whole trade wars thing was for that purpose. Get people to the table and let's trade fairly. And I think Trump did exactly what he wanted to do, and it's worked. We'll see. But if you take a look at this, the ES chart right here, apparently it's working. Oh, let's take a look at the Euro futures. Just sell it. Just sell the Euro futures. Yeah, the Euro dumped. Actually, it went down to, looks like it went down to 13.10. Now she's hanging out at what? 13.38. So that's what's going on in the Euro dollar. All right, so that's what happened in New York. It's going to be an interesting open. I've got to be honest with you. It's surely not going to be boring at the U.S. Open. Talking about the euro dollar, just so happens I was looking around this morning, played a little bit. So here we got, this is like 30-minute chart. I stuck a fib on here. All I did was I just fibbed this current swing. That's all I did. And we're at an interesting spot here. We're sitting at this 200. We've got a gap. Now, we know gaps get filled. I would say 80 to 85%. I'd love to know what the real number is, but I would say, in my opinion, 85% of the time, gaps get filled. That's just the way it works, right? Gaps get filled. So I'm expecting this will get filled. So this might come down before it comes up. It might come back down to that, 1,300 level and then bounce back up again. I really want this at 1,350 or higher, right? The 50% fib would be nice. Right? I know it's at the 382, and it could probably dump from here. It's at the 200, probably can really take off and, to the downside. But we'll see. This is this news is out now. Asia's, in the market for a couple of hours now, and, wait till Europe wakes up and finds out, they made this deal, Trump and China and all that. So, it's going to be an interesting open. If nothing else, it's going to be an interesting open to see how the countries react to this. I think it's a positive thing around the board. Now we just have to see how Forex looks at it, right? What's price going to do? Great British Pound. We'll just buzz around the majors a little bit today and try to get a grip on what's going on for the week. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, there's nothing to do here, folks. We just need a pullback, right? Really, we just need a pullback. There's no sense in fibbing that. That's a waste, right? So why don't we go over here and fib this? 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Boom, bang, thank you. There we go. You know, again, we want up here, right? We want the 618, right? This 1280 area, looks really nice. Take it to the downside. You know, give us a little space here. So we want this to pop up. Now, is that going to happen? This thing is bearish, folks. This pair is bearish. Yes, it had a couple of up moves here. That's nice. But, you know, if you look at this chart spatially, we're bearish in the pound. We've been bearish in the pound for a long time. So we'll keep an eye on it. You know, we really like to see this give us a move to the upside. I really don't want to be selling this here. We don't sell at support. We buy at support. And right, and we sell at resistance. So if you want to do something, you might want to counter trend trade this and trade this to the upside, right? You're at 27.40. You know what? Trade it to the upside. No, at 27.60, you've got that 55 EMA, and then at 80, you've got at 70, somewhere around there, you got the 200 exponential moving average, and of course we want this at 1.2800, and we're going to take it to the downside, right? That's the opportunity, right? Whole number. Take a look over here, left of the chart. You can see, you know, there's significant resistance here. Nice place to short. You know, this is going to take patience, though. Do I think this is going to happen today? Well, it's a good question. Normally, I would give you an answer. But I don't have an answer because I do think that this data, and I keep talking about it, but it is important because we don't know how markets are going to react to this. So it's going to be interesting. You know, we might have that strong against strong fight, right? Taking two magnets, putting them together, and they're not coming together, right? We might get that kind of a reaction on all our charts today. So we might not get any movement. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have some, but it's going to be interesting. And then, you know, then you move over and you take a look at the Aussie, and we got a totally different picture here. We're still in this range, nothing going on here, right? Got this gap now. Here we go with this gap stuff again, right? Boom, right? That means we're going to move this little bad boy up, right? We'll move that up there, yeah. All right, come on down here. There you go. That's fine. Yeah. Right. You know, this is really, really tough. You know, you'd think you'd want to get out here, right? 73.10, yeah. You know, this is a 40 pip trade if you got in it right now, right? Who knows, right? Asia's coming alive now, and you know, now that so actually, Australia is, parts of Australia is 4 hours ahead of us. So they're at 11 a.m. now. So they're aware of what's happened and what's going on. So you could see they've reacted a little bit to what's going on. I guess they didn't like it, but we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't say that's a data thing, but you know, Australia's been open for 4 hours already, so we'll keep an eye on that. Interesting. I want to sell it. I want to sell this, but I'm not sure what's happening here. Actually, to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't do anything until London opens. London has got to open. 90 minutes before London. I don't see us doing anything in Asia, right? I just don't see us doing anything in Asia. Just looks like could be not fun, right? Look at all these gaps. Gaps get filled, folks. Gaps get filled. It's going to be an interesting day, to say the least. Look at this. All across the board, right? Yep. So some pairs we're seeing dollar strength, some we're seeing dollar weakness. I mean, wow, this just looks like the opposite. I mean, right? So what are we going to do here? Yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. This euro yen really reacted here. Not a lot of trade plans, right? This is simple. We really don't want to do anything here, right? We don't want to do anything here. You know what? If anything, we'll take this bounce off of there, maybe, right? Maybe we'll go for the old sell move over here. maybe something like that. I know. I think you're better off. I think you're better off buying this off this 200 exponential moving average. You got that 55 underneath price. We're a little bit late to the party, but let's see. If you got in now at 128, say 90, but you're coming up to that 129 area again, and now you're getting into trouble. It's a pretty tight range. If you got in at 129.10 with a close of a candle, right? Do you really want to trade up into 129 for 20 pips, right? 18 pips? No, you don't want to do that. It's not a good, wise decision there. So I would say wait till you get to 29.10, a close of a candle, and then continue, and then realize at 29, 30, 27, you're at resistance again. So these trades, we're not getting a lot of room here. If you're scalping, you're loving this stuff, right? This is just really a scalper's party, right? Really nice scalper's party there. All right, folks, that's it for me on a Monday. I've been yakking too much today. It's going to be hot in Thailand today. I'm telling you, we are going to be cooking. Yes, it's going to be a fun day. Fun day. Get that air conditioner fired up pretty soon. Traders, good to be back. New trading week. We're excited to be here. I'm excited to be trading again for the next 5 days. It's going to be a good time. Traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart, not hard. And what's more important than that? Let's have a little bit of fun. Oh, talk about a little bit of fun. My friend Jan in Thailand is coming to see me tomorrow for lunch. That's going to be a little bit of fun. That's tomorrow. All right, traders, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.